Alright, welcome to the Bearded TKs. We are the Bearded TKs. I'm Jay, and this is
Dave.
And here we go with our BBB opening. My first one ever.
We're going to be doing a Rogue One Stormtrooper and a Mimban Stormtrooper.
Which I'm going to eventually turn my Rogue One into a remnant from Mandalorian. There's the belt.
There's the processing dome for the Mimban Trooper. Right now I'm inspecting it, and it's actually really good condition. It's thick armor. It's not the real flimsy stuff you're going to be seeing a little bit later. It's thermal detonator back. And these are the biceps. These biceps are symmetrical and interchangeable.
So unlike the right or left.
Yeah, there's no right or left like the New Hope.
That's my line. I'm the one drinking.
And I haven't even been drinking.
Now, this is going to be a little fuzzy throughout because of the white glare off of this, but it will get better.
There's a sniper knee. It's definitely going to get better once we do the builds. There's the thighs. And the thighs on the Rogue One armor are a little bit bigger than the original trilogy.
Yeah, definitely going to have to shorten those up a little bit because even though I'm 5'11", we lost video. What the fuck? Oh, there we go. All right. So, I don't know what happened there, but all right.
No, these are tall. I put it up to my leg, and I swear the models for these were about 6'3".
Yeah.
Either that or had really long legs. All right, this rat's nest are the trims for the bottom of the thighs and the top of the shins.
The clamshells.
Yeah, the shins are going to get clamshelled and then put on the top of the shins. So there's the tops and there's the bottoms. And those are the bottom of the thighs. And as you can see, everything is in a raw kit form, so we got to do a lot of trimming and.
Which you'll see in the next video, we're going to be marking, which you get to watch all of it. No, I'm going to speed it up so you don't have to watch all of it. But
that's exactly how they're going to get put together. This is going to be an adventure for everyone.
This is my first build for any Stormtrooper, any type of Stormtrooper. So
yeah, I've built about 8 or 9 original trilogy Stormtroopers, anywhere from Nova Troopers to Shock Troopers to regular Stormtroopers, and this is the first Rogue One type kit that I've put together. There's the front of the thermal detonator.
Ooh, and a bag of goodies.
Yeah, bag of goodies. There's a bunch of belt boxes and helmet parts in there. A bunch of resin.
Oh, that's for the straps.
Those are the straps for the shoulders. The brackets. Ab pieces.
More ab. Those are resin. Little pieces of resin for the helmet. Oh,
the grin.
The grin.
A frown.
Yes, the big toothless smile. Upside down front smile.
And it looks really thick, but it's super light. And there, the Rogue One vocoder is actually a separate piece, and it's supposed to have the gaps underneath it. You're supposed to be able to see air through. See space.
Now, what you don't see is this one. It turns out it's actually you can see the divot on there.
And the aerators
it's a
are
messed
hollow.
up print from it, but it's going to work out good for the build.
That's to the thermal detonator. A little greebly on the top.
And this
the ears
is a 100-piece kit. 100 pieces.
Those are dome bolts for the Mimban Trooper.
Yeah, I tried to get in without the glare on there, but that didn't work out so well.
I guess we should have done it in the other room.
Yeah.
And those are all the pieces to the face and the dome of the helmet.
Dome, the cheek. I'm going to say the cheek, right?
Yeah, the traps, the tears.
Yeah. We're going to put those back in so we don't lose any of them.
That's right.
Oh, here we go. I feel a sneeze coming out and it's building up.
Now see, if you would have sneezed about 2 seconds earlier, it would have went perfectly with the shake of the camera.
Yeah.
That was a missed opportunity.
Oh.
So we're about to see some cover strips here. Right there is the shin and calf cover strips. On the regular original trilogy, they were just flat strips of plastic. These are, some of the other kits are resin. And on these, they're just vacuum-formed resin pieces. But it's 2 pieces. The original ones were 2 pieces. It has the base that's about 1/8 of an inch thick, and then a strip over the top of that. There's the thermal detonator ends, the end caps.
This is going to be symmetrical.
There's the ears. And they give you 2 sets of ears so that you can screw up one set like we do when we start building.
Yep, just in case.
And these are the forearms. Again, forearms are symmetrical and interchangeable.
I promise you we'll see a better picture at the end of the video when I do a sweep over everything.
These forearms are a little long. They're a little bit longer than the original trilogy.
The amount that we got to take off in order to put them together is what he's pointing out in that part.
And these in the movie, they actually had them open and they velcroed shut, unlike we do with the original trilogy, and keep them permanently sealed. Here's the shin, and I'm showing it's actually really thin, right where I pointed out, and I can see through it, but most of that's going to get cut off.
I will hold it up to the light. There you go. See the thinness to the thickness, but a lot of that, like you said, it's getting cut off, so it'll still retain its rigidity.
And then we'll just reinforce it with another piece of scrap plastic.
Yep. Now I noticed a lot of these when we were tracing it out, I was taking off 2.5 inches of plastic of the ABS, so they're not as wide.
And here's the helmet dome and back. And this helmet was pulled from the Black Series helmet. The Black Series voice changer is a Rogue One helmet.
I think here's the shoulders and
shoulder straps.
Yep.
And the shoulders. I like these because they're already formed. They're already formed in the arch. When you get the original trilogy, they're flat and you have to cut them down, heat them up, and bend them yourself.
And all those are nice and thick and sturdy.
Yeah, the shoulders are really, really thick. And then they were also symmetrical and interchangeable.
Here's a face.
When the ab section, since it's such a big piece, when they pull it, it's pretty weak. It pulls the plastic pretty thin. So these here are ab reinforcements. They get cut out and put on the inside of the ab plate.
Those are pretty much identical reversed.
And they fit inside the ab plates perfectly.
Yes.
There's my little helper off to the corner.
If you could hear the original audio.
Yeah. There's the cod piece. Yeah, when she gets irritated, she sounds like Mini-Me from Austin Powers.
Yep. There's the butt plate. Now, I really wanted a bigger cod piece for myself because I needed it, but they sent me the small one. So it should be like 3 or 4 inches bigger.
I wanted the smaller one because the big cod piece is getting in the way.
Mine's more protection and fitting right, but yeah.
Here's the kidney plate. And unlike the original trilogy, these actually butt up and they form one piece that get shut in the back, just like the Clone Trooper armor. Here's the ab plate.
Which I was kind of surprised that we actually have to cut that with the angle for the kidney plate to line up to it to get that black strip in there.
You see that 70-degree slant on the ab piece, and then right there on the kidney, you can see it perfectly. There's a half-inch gap that goes in there that gets a black shim goes in there.
Yeah.
And seals it up.
Which I thought was painted. I didn't know there was actual shim. So, learn something new every day. And there's the back piece.
And the back plate, actually, the whole back armor is in 3 pieces. Where I just showed you, where I just pointed there, that gets cut out. And another piece goes in. And then another piece goes on top of that with the 011 in it. There's the chest.
Even though that looks small when you put it up to your chest, with the shoulders and everything else going on, it is going to look right. This is one of the things we thought was going to happen. We could have too small of a chest plate for my Mandalorian outfit.
There's the 2 pieces of the back plate that fit in there.
You got to cut a hole to put in the hole to put it in the hole.
Again, it's a lot like the Clone Trooper back. It's thigh strip.
You send it down there. Yep.
There's the trauma plate. That covers the split in the back. It's a thermal detonator.
Instead of being a PVC pipe, he actually formed ABS. So I can't wait to see how that turns out.
The only thing I'm concerned about is the screwing it to the back plate.
Those the drop.
Those are the drop boxes.
Drop boxes. That's it. Which came with extra.
I got 1 extra set. It's the thigh strip again. There's hand plates. And these are Rogue One armor hand plates. You can see there's a little indent. What's the word I'm looking for? It bends
to the hand
index.
itself.
Yeah, it's not flat.
Yeah, forms to it. That's for the Mimban blast shield. Give it that look of being movable. That's for the lower knee.
Yeah, the bottom of the thigh, the right thigh. Some more cover strips. As you can see, all those things I was grabbing in there, those get glued on top of the the cover strips I have in my hand. On some of these, you can see that it's hollow, or it's concave, so a strip has to go over the top of it.
Yes, everything's pretty much formed to fit exactly on those.
The chest and back plate don't just hang like it does in the original trilogy. There's black strips that connect the front and back plates. I don't know what I'm looking for here.
So the shims.
More cover strips.
More cover strips.
There's the strips that connect the back and the chest together.
Definitely have to show video of those being heated up.
Yeah, we're going to have to heat them and form them. There's a lot of room for Velcro. Or a lot of room for fat guys.
Yeah, both of us are over 200 pounds. So this bigger armor definitely going to fit comfortably on us.
So those pieces there will cover the top of the kidney and ab plate. So it'll give it the illusion that it's really only about 6 inches tall when it's really about 10 inches tall. Little trimming.
With both of those were marked at the exact size they need to be as far as the width and the length.
So they'll meet up with the armor perfectly. Those more belt boxes. With this belt on the Rogue One, all the little boxes on the belt are individual. They're separate. They have to get glued on.
Yeah.
So I think we're probably going to use some EVA foam to glue inside there. That'll give something to hold on to.
And there was actually only a couple in this box that had little small cracks or thin area that needed to be touched up and fixed, which wasn't too bad. This we're just talking about the belt and it how it usually has different groove marks and everything else. I end up turning it over and we end up seeing markings for it. So
some more cover strips. Yeah, the belt has some little notches at the top that fit right into the armor, into the ab armor. And unlike the original trilogy where it has a canvas back of the belt, this is 2 pieces of plastic that meet up and Velcro on the side.
Yeah, it's one stationary position for the belt. There isn't no room for movement or anything else. I think those are for the forearms.
Yeah, those are the bicep.
Oh, bicep
strips. Yeah, the short ones are bicep strips, and the little bit longer ones are the forearms.
This total kit as is for everything spread out. So look for our helmet builds. We started that on another one, which will be posted up soon, shortly after this. Once we get that completed, I'll get all up at once. Shims and...
There's a lot of extra pieces on a Rogue One helmet. It goes together a little differently than the original trilogy, so it took a little bit longer than I expected.
Right.
And being the first one, I didn't want to rush it.
So, all right, we'll see you soon.